Hi. Hi. This is a video for a good chum back in St. Louis, Mike. Hey Mike, this is for you and anyone else that wants to learn how to do a braid in a hair. Okay? Comes in handy not only for braiding hair, but you can tie packages together and you can, predecessor to macrame. Okay, let's get to it. I'm going to show you two kinds of braids. Peace, baby. I'm going to show you the regular 3-stranded braid, and then I'm going to show you the 2-stranded rope braid with a little history to make it worthwhile. Okay, moving that out of the way. Okay, here we go. The 3-stranded braid, the kind of braid that most people think of in England, it's called a plait, P-L-A-I-T, or plait or plate, something like that. So, you have 3 strands of hair. Come on now, get yourself together. Okay. 3 strands of hair, and they're all good buddies. This guy and this guy and that guy, they're all buddies. They like to walk down the sidewalk. They're all walking along. Guy in the middle feels the most important because he's in the middle, right? This guy goes, hey, I want to be more important. So he goes in the middle, okay? So now he's in the middle and they're walking along. And this guy goes, hey, I want to be important. So he goes in the middle, right? And they're walking along, and this guy goes, what? What? And he goes in the middle, right? And they're walking along, he wants in the middle again. And he wants in the middle. And he wants in the middle. And he wants in the middle. And it goes like this. And it doesn't matter if you do your braid over like I'm doing over, or if you do it under. Some people do it under, I do it over. Is that like the toilet paper roll? Whether you do it over or under, I don't know. And you just keep going. Once you know how to do it, you can do it without looking. And it feels kind of good, in your hands. Hair, clean hair, and braiding it. There you go, you got your braid. So if you're in Gulliver's Travels, and Gulliver's tiny in your big town, you can dip your braid down in there and you can climb up. That's why I always wanted long braids, because of that movie. Now, ta-ta-da-da! Alright, this is a 2-stranded braid. A lot of little black girls going to school in first grade used to wear these kind of braids. I don't know if they still do them or not. It's also called a rope braid. And the history between a 2-stranded braid, also called a rope braid. And basically it's how you make rope. In World War II, they needed supplies for the military. They needed as much as they could get of whatever they could get. So they paid farmers to grow cannabis. Not the kind of cannabis that most people think of when you hear the word cannabis. It has no THC in it, it's all just a fibrous plant. And for that exact reason, the fibers in the plant are stripped out. Like when you make linen fabric, the fibers are what makes the thread. So you've got a bunch of fibers, and then you do this certain technique and it makes a rope for ships or pulling things or tying things together. So, rope braid. You divide it in two and then you twist it one particular direction. I twist it towards my nose. Toward the front, 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 toward the front. And then I put this one in my mouth. Toward the front, 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 toward the front. Okay, you got two that are twisted toward the front. Now what you do is you take these two guys and twist them around each other toward the back. Toward the back. Toward the back. Sometimes you have to like tighten up the one little fella or the other. Toward the back. Toward the back. Toward the back. So you've got like a rope. See the rope? Wah, wah, wah. Ah! And then you put a rubber band on it. I don't know where mine are, in the other room. The nice thing about the rope braid is it's softer. If you fall asleep on it, it doesn't hurt. The three-stranded braid is thicker, denser, and kind of hurts. Also, when you take this one apart, it doesn't leave crinkles in your hair. The three-stranded braid leaves like a kinky hair. So there's the two kinds of braids for you. I hope it helps. I made a little storybook once for a friend of mine who said she didn't know how to braid hair and she wanted to learn. And I made it really simple. Maybe I'll do that again. I'll make a little book up and send it to Felix. Because even boys need to know how to braid. I mean, it's fun to braid. Besides, sitting there being all romantic and braiding a girl's hair is kind of cool. Hair is kind of a neat thing. If you don't have it, well, you can braid yarn. Okay? I hope that helped. Be strave. Strave? Be brave and strong and go upward and onward.